Hey guys, just Issue here. So last night the folks at Daybreak released the new Planetside 2 game mode, Conquest, on the PTS. On the screen you can see the forum post detailing the release. In this video I'll shortly discuss the game mode, how it works and some strengths and flaws I see with it. I hope it gives some insight to those of you who don't have the PTS installed. So first things first, this game mode is up for testing on the PTS right now, so a lot of details might be changed after the release of this video. The Daybreak developers spoke to us in the Planetside Battles team before they released it, and it's clear that they really want all the feedback and suggestions they can get. So let's talk about how it works. The game mode is an instanced version of Indar with a modified Lattice that runs an alert based on scoring points. The default map is linked in the description. You enter the game mode when it is running by warping there from the terminals in the warp gate, just functioning like a fifth continent or the VR. Population is capped at 200 people for each faction, so it's smaller than a regular continent. Also, population is balanced, so if your faction is overpopping the instance, then you will have to wait for more people on other factions to join, or for people on your faction to leave the instance. You can start queuing for it and keep playing just like a queue for any full continent, until a spot is available for you to join. Scoring for this game mode is pretty simple. You earn points for your faction by killing enemies or capturing or defending bases. A kill is worth a single point. A small outpost is worth 150 points, a large outpost 300, and a facility, meaning a tech plant, amp station or biolab, 750. A defense is worth the same as a capture. The alert lasts for 1 hour, and the winner is the faction with the most points at the end, or the first one to get to 13,000 points. The rewards for winning are XP, a 3-pack of implants, and in the future also a new knife called the NS Victory Knife. Instant action and redeploying are disabled, although currently suicide still works. Nanite costs are halved, so vehicles and aircraft and consumables are half price, although maxes are currently still full price on the PTS, even if your faction owns Hassan. Now, one of the most interesting parts about Conquest mode is the change to the Indar Lattice. Facilities and large outposts are linked through a lattice system, while small outposts are linked through the old hex system based on adjacency capture rules. On this map, take Indar Comore for example, owned by the TR. Based on adjacency rules for small outposts, TR can start capturing Cormet Labs, the Haka Uplink Hub, the Haka Southern Post and West Highlands Checkpoint. If TR manages to capture the Haka Southern Post, this opens up adjacency to Seabed Listening Post, the Haka Pump Station and the Haka Amp Station. However, the Haka Amp Station is a lattice base connected to, for example, Indar Excavation Site. Lattice bases can only be captured through a lattice connection, meaning TR has to take Indar Excavation Site through its connection from Quartz Ridge before it can attack the Haka Amp Station. On the other hand, if TR does capture Indar Excavation Site, it can start capturing the Haka Amp Station without having any direct adjacency from the small outposts. A lattice connection is enough. If then it does capture the Haka Amp Station, it can capture all surrounding small outposts through the adjacency rules, as well as J908 through the lattice connection. So let's talk about some flaws. Indar in the first place is of course a much more imbalanced map than Hassan, for example. In the current Conquest map, the north has 3 lattice connections: Indar Excavation to Quartz Ridge, J908 to the Crown, and Mao Tech Plant to Howling Pass Checkpoint. All 3 connections are hard to attack if the defending force decides to put in some effort. The west has 4 lattices: Quartz Ridge to Indar Excavation, Alatum to the Crown, Crossroads to Zervan, and Red Ridge to Turret Stack Plant. Zervan of course being the easiest to attack, as it is a 3-point style amp station with spawns tied to the point control. Then the east, it's got 5 lattice connections. The east has Turret to Red Ridge, Zervan to Crossroads, the Crown to both Alatum and J908, and Howling Pass to Mao Tech Plant. It seems to me that attack and defenses of lattices between the 3 factions are pretty uneven. The southeast faction in particular seems to have a strong position. It can attack 5 Lattice bases while only having to defend 4, and along the border with the north faction, it can hold a palisade, and that will completely stop any adjacency captures into its territory, because the Crown, Crimson Bluff and Howling Pass block all other adjacencies with their Lattice status. Another big point is the link of massive amounts of points to both captures and defenses. If you're able to resecure a freshly started capture with a good max crash, for example, you receive full points for that base. If you play it smart, defenders will allow attackers to flip a single point before crashing them out and receiving full points within a minute. 750 points for a facility equals 750 kills, a massive imbalance. In addition, if you think back to the World Domination series, this was abused heavily already in that system, with defenders farming points in biolabs. You can have attackers come through a single teleporter that you camp, let them take 1 point, and then push them back into the teleporter, giving you 3 points for the base defense. My suggestion is to have points tied to experience gain instead. This will give points not only for kills, but also for playing support by setting up spawn points, repairing, resupplying, healing or reviving. Large facilities already give more capture XP than small outposts, accounting for a difference in points. Spawn kills aren't worth XP, and extreme menace kills gives more XP, so also influencing the scores. All in all, I do think the new game mode is going to be very interesting, and we certainly as a community need to test this out, but there are also some obvious flaws that need ironing out before it goes live. I hope this video gave you some insight into the new game mode, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below the video. Thanks for watching.